Just gonna whiz by those power poles. Yeah. Okay. Here's how I'm gonna run this. Boom. Remove. 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 Boom. So the reason why I'm going so slow down to the petrol plant is because, like, look, I can put up entire new power stations off of that, provided I get it online. I can't get new of those wooden sticks. So I want to have a good power feed down, while at the same time recycling what I can. Might have been a waste of time, but we'll see. Okay. So, because I have chemical plants now, what I can do is this, solid fuel to petrol. Since I went with the 10 option, I can basically pay for a bunch of power. If I had any steam engines, which is a problem that I'll have to fix later. I mean, hey, it's a good idea, but... Alright. I'm in a tricky spot because the further I go, the further it seems to benefit me. That's not necessarily the case. I have a limited number of underground pipes, and I need water to make sulfur. This isn't necessarily realistic. Sulfur is kind of the enemy in industrial processes. And that's in the sense that it contaminates a line. You can use sulfur for a lot, don't get me wrong, but you want to remove it from an industrial process as much as possible. Get that going so that it goes like so. And that's layman's knowledge, so there's nothing really special about that. Now the hard part is I have to do plastic in this area too. Which means I have to go over and get that coal next to the giant patch of biters. I'm stoked. But if I remember, I could just steal iron off of my ever-depleting supply of iron. The thing about solid fuel that's really great, right? Petrol's infinite. Petrol will go down to 1/4 of its initial value. But solid fuel is just beats the pants off of everything that you could possibly compare it to. It even beats rocket fuel. That's how hardcore it is. So look, this is our fuel value, 12 millijoules, and it gives my car a speed boost. So for further adventures with biters, this will be really useful. In comparison, coal is just 4. So that's 3 times as many boilers per... So that's, yeah, 6 boilers per one, basically. Well, except for the outputs lower on these. I shouldn't get too excited, because the output's just 60. But it burns for so much longer that it just doesn't matter. So that's me rebuilding my power grid again. But I technically never have to use this stuff ever again for that purpose, or for furnaces, if I could distribute it. That becomes the hard part. Guess who's not in a position to distribute any of this stuff? Okay, the reason why long line and no power will become clear eventually. I think, though, I can be sneaky, and as long as I'm not greedy, I can sneak an industrial operation past the biters. Science per minute's dropped. So that's the effect of doing steel. I'm not producing as much science per minute. This is going to be on the wrong side, too. I just noticed that, so... Yeah, this has to be like this, and then feeding in. That is a lot of sulfur that I'm just going to put into a chemical science plant. Okay, now get the plastic so that it can come online. Run power back up. Oopsies. I keep running into things. Like a dog in a house that's excited. Like, oh look, I'm gonna do chemical science. Boom! Oh, I ran into the staircase again. Alright, let's see how many grenades I can chuck at biters and how fast. Because I need to knock out their turrets. is a lot of biters. Okay, that's one turret down. Don't mind me, guys, I'm just leaving. Okay, that used up nearly all of my grenades. But that's a turret down there. Once I do get turrets down, I can put down big clusters of gun turrets and really reduce. Oh no. Well, that's me running over a power generator pole. Bound to happen eventually. That's what I get for running at night with the lights off. Now, this game is famous for trains, and somebody might justifiably ask, why no trains at this point? And it's pretty simple. This is what I have, and I could build up a line of steel, which is going to reduce my entire iron. With the iron that I need to do researches to kill all of those biters that are sitting over there in that corner. And the guns, grenades, and various kinds of ammo that would let me do it at all. So instead what we're going to do is we're going to get chemical science running as fast as possible and hope for the best. Then it's going to be tank and robots. Because the thing about a tank is, all other things being equal, it's got the armor to withstand fighters while I take the fight to them. And if I get armor-piercing or explosive shells operating, like, that's even better. I don't technically need them to do the operations that I need to do for a good long while, but I will need them eventually. Okay, stronger explosives is coming up next. That'll make the tank more survivable. Well, not the tank, the car. Sorry. Okay. Last piece of the puzzle is going to be getting a power pole going to repair that. And then what? Then it might actually be trains. Because I can send a train over and in with iron and bring home the bacon.